Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So 36? Which verse? 36? 38. Okay. Let's go 38. Sutta Vacha Abhyartitas. Okay. Line by line or full line? Abhyartitas tada tasmai Sthanani kalaye dadau Dyutam panam striyaksuna Yatra dharmash chaturvidaha Sutta vacha Abhyartitas tada tasmai Sthanani kalaye dadau Dyutam panam striyaksuna Yatra dharmaschaturvidaha Sutta vacha Abhyartitas tada tasmai Sthanani kalaye dadau Dyutam panam striyaksuna Yatra dharmaschaturvidaha Chaturvidaha Sutta vacha Abhyartitas tada tasmai Anani kalaye dadau Dyutam panam priyasuna Yatra dharmaschaturvidaha Vacha Abhyartitas tada tasmai Anani kalaye dadau Yutam panam priyasuna Yatra dharmaschaturvidaha Sutta vacha Abhyartitas tada tasmai Anani kalaye dadau Yutam panam priyasuna Yatra dharmaschaturvidaha Sutta Vacha. Sutta Vacha. So, reading from Bhagavatam, first canto, chapter 17, and it was text 38. So, translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Do we need to have translation? Everybody understands English? So, like simultaneous, or somebody should translate how we want to do it? How much time do we have? Half an hour. So go to him. So translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Sutta Goswami said, Maharaj Parikshit, thus being petitioned by the personality of Kali, gave him permission to reside in places where gambling, drinking, prostitution, and animal slaughter were performed. Purport. The basic principles of religiosity, such as pride, prostitution, intoxication, and falsehood, contract the four principles of religion, namely austerity, cleanliness, mercy, and truthfulness. The personality of Kali was given permission to live in four places, particularly mentioned by the king, namely the places of gambling, the place of prostitution, the place of drinking, and the place of animal slaughter. Srila Jiva Goswami directs the drinking against the principles of scriptures, such as Saturamani Yagya, association with women outside marriage, and killing animals against the injunction of scriptures are irreligious. In the Vedas, two different types of injunctions are there for the pravritas, or those who are engaged in material enjoyment, and for the nivritas, or those who are liberated from material bondage. The Vedic injunctions for the pravritas is to gradually regulate their activities towards the path of liberation. Therefore, for those who are in the lowest stage of ignorance and who indulge in wine, woman, and flesh, drinking by performing Saturamani Yagya, association of woman by marriage, and flesh eating by sacrifices are sometimes recommended. Such recommendations in the Vedic literature are meant for a particular class of men and not for all. But because they are injunctions of the Vedas for particular types of persons, such activities by the pravritas are not considered adharma. One man's food may be poison for another's. Similarly, what is recommended for those in the mode of ignorance may be poison for those who are in mode of goodness. Srila Jiva Goswami Prabhu therefore affirms that recommendations in the scriptures for a certain class of men are never to be considered adharma or religious. But such activities are factually adharma and they are never to be encouraged. The recommendations in the scriptures are not meant for the encouragement of such adharma, but for regulating the necessary adharma gradually towards the path of dharma. Following in the footsteps of Maharaj Parikshit, it is the duty of all executive heads of states to see that the principles of religion, namely austerity, cleanliness, mercy, and truthfulness, are established in the state, and that the principles of irreligion, namely pride, illicit female association or prostitution, intoxication, and falsity, are checked by all means. And to make the best use of the bargain, the personality of Kali may be transferred to places of gambling, drinking, prostitution, and slaughterhouses, if there are any places like that. Those who are addicted to these irreligious habits may be regulated by the injunctions of the scriptures. In no circumstance should they be encouraged by any state. In other words, the state should categorically stop all sorts of gambling, drinking, prostitution, and falsity. The state, which wants to eradicate corruption by majority, may introduce the principles of religion in the following manner. 1. Two compulsory fasting days in a month, if not more, austerity. Even from an economic point of view, such 2 fasting days in a month in the state will save tons of food, and the system will also act very favorably in the general health of the citizens. 2. There must be compulsory marriage of young boys and girls attaining 24 years of age and 16 years of age respectively. There is no harm in coeducation in the schools and colleges, provided the boys and girls are duly married, and in case there is any intimate connection between male and female students, they should be married properly without illicit relation. The Divorce Act is encouraging prostitution, and this should be abolished. 3. The citizens of the state must give in charity up to 50% of their income for the purpose of creating a spiritual atmosphere in the state or in human society, both individually and collectively. They should preach the principles of Bhagavatam by A. Karma Yoga, or doing everything for the satisfaction of the Lord. B. Regular hearing of the Srimad Bhagavatam from authorized persons or realized souls. C. Chanting of the glories of the Lord congregationally at home or at places of worship. D. Rendering all kinds of services to Bhagavatas engaged in preaching Srimad Bhagavatam. And E. Residing in a place where the atmosphere is saturated with God consciousness. If the state is regulated by the above processes, naturally there will be God consciousness everywhere. Gambling of all description, even speculative business enterprise, is considered to be degrading. And when gambling is encouraged in the state, there is a complete disappearance of truthfulness. Allowing young boys and girls to remain unmarried more than the above mentioned ages are licensing girls to and licensing animal slaughterhouses of all description should be at once prohibited. The flesh eaters may be allowed to take flesh as mentioned in the scriptures and not otherwise. Intoxication of all description, even smoking cigarettes, chewing tobacco, or the drinking of tea must be prohibited. Hare Krishna. So it's very descriptive purport. You see, no? Very scriptures are very practical. And what Srila Prabhupada is giving us is actually the ideal. He wants us to then fulfill the goal of our life. We want to become Krishna conscious. So now all these things, then they will lead us away from Krishna consciousness. So okay, now not everybody may follow. not everybody may be able to follow. So there are some little discounts there. So if somebody needs to eat flesh, so there is a description in the Shastras how it can be done. On Amavasya, you can take the animal to the cemetery, and you can kill the animal, but before that, you chant the mantra. No? And it's it's connected actually, mamsaha. So now I'm killing you, but you will get the opportunity in next lifetime to kill me. In other words, we are making a contract. So yes, I can kill you, I can enjoy the meat, but I am making a contract and I am making commitment that I will take birth another lifetime, and the animal also, and now the animal will get the opportunity to kill me. So I will be an animal, he will be a human, and then it will turn around. So it's that the very scriptures, they give the little facility for that, but we should be smarter than that. We should actually understand it's all useless. It's pointless. It's foolish. We should not go for it. So everybody has the option. Maybe you can go and you can kill, you can eat the meat, or not. It's your choice. You see, now in Bengal, Durga Puja, okay. Kali Puja, that's going to be a lot of kill goats and other animals, saying it's prasad. But Kali, she is vegetarian, she doesn't eat meat. So whose prasad is that? Well, it's the bhutas, the prachetas, who are with her, she's giving it to them. So what we are eating, some bhut prasad. So in Ahobilam. Now there is you go to Upper Ahobilam, and there is the Malolandasima temple. Then what there are people coming, they bring goats and they kill them in front of Shivarev and say it's prasadna. It's very, very demoniac. Muslims are coming to kill goats to offer it to Nrsimhadev. That's prasad. It's ridiculous. But this is actually what Parikshit Maharaj now is saying. You want to enjoy? Well, you want to enjoy without restriction? Fine, it's adharma. And you will suffer. You will face the consequences. You are addicted to it, and you want to do something about it, okay? Then do it with regulation. But ideally, because, so the Shastra says it's not adharma for those who are addicted to it, but it's not dharma. So if you want to follow dharma, this is not an instruction for you. And eventually for those who want to follow Dharma, then the instruction of the Shastra is there to teach them how to get rid of it. Rid of the sinful activities. And eventually come to the point of Dharma. So, then we should be very careful. We should be very careful what we preach. We should be very careful what we do. No. It's the Shastra is absolute. Shastra is there for everyone. You can follow the Pravriti mark, you can follow the Nivriti mark. It's all Shastra. But where do you want to end up? Like, if you want to walk to the main gate, or if you want to go to Delhi, or you want to go to Mayapur, there are different goals, right? How are you going to achieve them? To go to the gate, you can walk. But if you want to go to Mayapur, it will take a little longer time. So you may take different means of transport. But you have to have goal. You have to know where you want to end up. What do you want to do? Shastra is saying, then Karma Kanda is there. There is a Jnana Kanda. Now there is also Upasana Kanda. So Krishna teaching us in Bhagavad Gita, yoga, like Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, but ultimately Bhakti Yoga. So connection, we want to find our connection. We want to find out who we are. This is the most important point. Now, if we are going to be following whatever the mind's demands are that we want to do based on our senses, we will never get there. Because on the bodily platform, we will always be disturbed. We don't know what we are supposed to do. We will only know what we like to do. Like in the morning, soon it starts to get cold, and then you wake up and you are supposed to go for Mangalarati, right? You are supposed to take bath. But then mind is telling you, just sleep, it's okay. You can say you are sick, you can make some excuse, you don't have to. Intelligence tells you, come on, get up, be quick. Whom do you follow? It's your choice. Everybody has a choice to make at every moment. But you are responsible for what choice you make. You face the consequences for your choice. You cannot blame anybody for that you made a wrong choice. So, the training, Gurukul, or any training, right? Education, it's about to learn what consequences will my action bring. And you learn, if I do something wrong, I get a bad consequence. I don't like bad consequence, so I will not do it. That's what education is about, or it should be. So we should learn what is the right thing to do and do that. Get the good reactions. We should avoid bad reactions because I don't like to do things wrong. But we are responsible for what we are bringing to ourselves. So Kali, he is being punished, right? He was almost killed. It was his choice. Of course, conditioned. But he didn't have to go for harming the bull or the cow. He didn't have to do that. It was his choice, and he faces consequence. And same is with us. So we should be very conscious about that. You cannot, you see something nice. Then somebody tells you, why don't you steal it? So you steal that. So you are a thief. You get caught, you get punished. And then you can say, but he told me to. So if you are so stupid that you follow somebody who is telling you to do the wrong thing, then you should be punished double. We should not live in the idea of that we are the victims. It's a tamas. I did something wrong, but actually it was his fault. So I am perfect, everybody else is wrong, and I am peaceful. I'm a loser, I cannot do anything, but I'm peaceful because it's not my fault. Where is there going to be any satisfaction from that? When I make a mistake, then should find out, what's the mistake, what was I supposed to do, and try to overcome that, learn from it. Not my fault, his fault. So, to learn, to face the consequence. And then, Kali, he did. In a sense, yes, he did. He acknowledged, yes, what I do, it's wrong. But I'm addicted to it, and then, so please, you as a king, I surrender to you, and then you give me some place where I can do it. And Parikshit Maharaj, he understood, it's true. These things are not going to go away. So, where the sinful activities are going on, you be there. And we have a choice. You can choose to go to the places of the sinful activities, or you can choose to go to the place of spiritual activities. Your choice. Every moment we are making a choice. And we face the consequences for that. So, yes, it will be maybe nicer if there is no places like this, right? In Satya Yuga, there is no place of sinful activities. But in Kali Yuga, we have that. You get your phone, you get your internet. You can use it for something good. You can use it for something bad. Your choice. And you face the consequence. So, sooner we get this concept into our head that it's our choice and we are responsible for the choices, then sooner we can realize then how we can start performing devotional service as in the Nivritti mark. Pravriti? No? Not ideal. Hare Krishna. So, any questions? Do you have any questions, boys? Sure. Everything clear.
Sometimes those who are interested to eat meat, they sometimes have knowledge that the weather, but they are so conditioned to prove themselves there for the weather and also eat meat. What is the solution? How they...
Look, the solution is given. When Srila Prabhupada came to the West, right? Preaching Krishna consciousness. Where all these to be a devotees, they were vegetarian. They were breaking all these principles. They were eating meat, they were intoxicating, illicit sex, gambling. All this was there. But by the potency of Srila Prabhupada's teachings, by his personal example as Achar, then they were able to realize so that this is not the way. And they stopped all these nonsense activities. So, first of all, you have to have some goal. You want to do anything, you need to know why you want to do it. If you want to learn some music, why would you learn harmonium if you don't know why? Can you do that? It will be difficult, right? So you want to maybe do some bhajans. For bhajans, you need harmonium. So, okay, I will study harmonium. Because you have a goal, you want to play bhajans, right? No. So, everything needs a purpose. You need to have a vision. So, as the hippies, the devotees, well, to be devotees, they were not devotees yet, they didn't have any vision of spiritual life. But Srila Prabhupada, he came and he taught. Some of them got interested. And some of them, did not. But those who got interested, then they, yes, I want to achieve. I want to practice spiritual life. So, what should I do? So they approached Srila Prabhupada. Tadvir pranipatana paraprashna sevai uparekshantite jnanam jnanina svata darshana. So Srila Prabhupada, they approached him submissively. They inquired, they performed service. And Srila Prabhupada, he gave them the rahasya of devotional service. So they gave up. That's the system. If you try to do it some other way, it will not be permanent. Like they have some institutions where they try to make people get rid of addiction to some drugs or drinking, alcohol, cigarettes. Why should they do it? If they don't have a goal, it will not be easy. They may do it temporarily, but as soon as they come across to it, then they will remember the enjoyment, whatever they were getting from it, and they will again fall for it. So the only permanent solution to get rid of the materialistic addictions is spiritual. There's no other solution. Hare Krishna. Yes?
When we say is we, is the personality that will live throughout the yoga and keep doing all these mischief, or is he going to be, is he a representative of the people who will keep doing this mischief, or is it some kind of, like satanic being who's been create all these things?
What is satanic? Okay, look, everything comes from Krishna. So, the good comes from him, even the bad comes from him. We are here in the material world because we want to enjoy. We are under the modes of material nature, and according to that, we enjoy different enjoyment. Like, you heard about Nafi. It's Srila Prabhupada's, he mentioned once. his Guru Maharaj, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, he opened some Gaudiya Math in Burma. And it was some like apartment house. So the devotees, they were making Sunday feast. And they were doing puri, fried in ghee, they were making halwa with a lot of ghee. And you know the scent, right? And then some incense. No, you know the scent. It's very nice. But the people around, they were complaining about it stinks so much. And the same people who are complaining about it stinks so much, they take nafi. And then Srila Prabhupada explains what's nafi. It's outside on the street, there is like iron drum. And whenever there is like a dead animal, you throw it into the drum. And with some water and everything, then eventually the animals become liquefied. So when the people, they have some festival, they come to the drum and they take the liquid from it and they use it as a sauce for their meal. Can you imagine the stink? But that's something delicious for them. Tamaguna, the person in Tamaguna enjoys things in Tamaguna. Rajasic person enjoys Rajaguna. Sattvic person enjoys Sattvaguna. And you cannot really mix it. So therefore, this material world offers everything. So Kali is here now because that's what needs to be done. There is a time for him now. So to become Krishna conscious, now in Kali Yuga, because you see, we are so fallen, we are so conditioned, so therefore Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu made the process very easily. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama Iva Kevalam. Right? It's very easy. But at the same time, it's very difficult. Now you got your phone, you got your internet, and what do you do? So, you now have to make the choices, because the choices are always yours. We have gotten free will. Krishna has supreme free will. We are part and parcel of Krishna. We got very tiny free will. But Krishna respects that. So whatever we want, He will arrange for us. You want this? Okay, do this. You want that? Do that. But you take the consequence. Means that you can do whatever you want. But you don't have control over what comes for it. The consequence is not in your jurisdiction. So therefore, we should educate ourselves. And we should avoid doing the wrong things. So, you got all options. You got Kali, with these sinful activities. And you got the devotees with the spiritual activities. You got some pious people with sattvic activities. You got some rajasic people with rajasic activities. And you can choose. It's your choice. Nobody is going to blame you for what choice you make. But you get the consequence, only you. So, which one is going to be? If you say that you are so addicted and then you have to do this, fine, okay, do it. But at least you try not to minimize that. But if you are stronger, say, I don't want all that. I want this. I want the spiritual. Your choice. And we should understand another thing. That we are just a jiva. 1/10,000th of the tip of the hair. And we have no control over anything. Material nature It's not under our jurisdiction, it's not under our control. The body is not under our control. It's all Krishna's energy, and it's controlled by Paramatma. All we can do is to desire. I like to move my hand, I like to talk, I like to sit, I like to walk, I like to eat. So you desire that, and Paramatma arranges for you. But it's very fast, it's quick. We think I am doing it. We think I have it under control. We don't give credit to Paramatma, we think it's me. That's the problem. And since I am doing it, and I am this body, and so I create, and it's my thing. I build a temple, now I did this, I make money, I can spend it, I can do whatever I want. And then yes, if you think like that, then you also get the consequences, the reactions for what you do. But if we start understanding, I am in this body, but I am not this body. I am the jiva. And I have to realize that the body is not me. I have difficulty with that. But by studying, by getting Vigyan, we can realize that. But that's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is propagating Srimad Bhagavatam. What is Bhagavatam? Bhagavatam is just there are stories of various devotees, how they were conditioned and how they come to perfection. And various devotees. So when we read, sometimes some specific devotees, they inspire us more. And we can follow in their footsteps. Like Arjav, he was a good brahmachari. He got into bad association. He was sinful for the rest of his life. But because of him being good brahmachari, he got another chance. And he named his son Narayan, he called Narayan. And even though he was so sinful that the Yamadutas should have taken him, just for chanting the Narayan, then the Vishnudutas come, and then he got another chance. Our choice. Where do we want to do? Where do we want to be? What do we want to do? It's our choice. You want to be in Vrindavan? No, doing spiritual activities? Fine, you get the opportunity. You want to go to New York or Las Vegas and enjoy yourself there? Fine, go there. No, do whatever you want. But you get the consequence. You have no choice of what comes from it. If you want to choose, I want to go up on the roof and jump off, I want to fly. So, okay, you can do it. But what will be the consequence? What will be the chance that you will actually fly? Most likely, right? You will just go straight to the ground, maybe kill yourself. So, but why? I wanted to fly. Why I cannot fly? Because you are stupid. You didn't educate yourself properly. If you would educate yourself, you know that, no, we cannot fly like that. We are not birds. So education is so important. And if you look into the 7 purposes of ISKCON, which is actually ISKCON's constitution, as Srila Prabhupada have written them, they are all about education. Preaching means teaching. Srila Prabhupada's preaching was always teaching. He was teaching people. Teaching people about Krishna consciousness. Teaching them how to be inspired in Krishna consciousness, how to follow, how to get rid of his materialistic desires, how to ignore Kali, and how to rather embrace Krishna. Is it okay? Hare Krishna. Yes? Maybe just say into the mic, yeah? So everybody hears.
How can we be free from Maya?
You want to be free from Maya. Okay. And why?
Because by Maya we are means suffering problems in Bhakti. So how can we be free from Maya?
See, so first we need to understand why we are in Maya. Because we are conditioned. Sometimes we are thinking about, I want to do something good. But I want to chant, right? But you start chanting and then you start falling asleep. Right? You're not focusing on the chanting. So, but I want to chant, but I cannot chant. Right? That's a difficulty, no? So, first, we have our conditioning. And now to be free of Maya, what you need to do, you have to develop very, very strong desire that you want to be in Krishna consciousness. So, because as Jiva, we don't have control over anything. All we can do is to desire. So, if you pray to Krishna, pray to Srimati Radharani, that you want to fully surrender to them, you want to serve them, and for that you want to get rid of all your attachments to the material world. These attachments are actually putting into Maya. Because we think that we are this body and this is mine, aham mameti, and I can enjoy that, and that's a problem. So we want to get rid of the attachments. We want to be free from our conditioning, the anarthas. Did you hear about anartha? Yes, so that's what we want to. And that we can do only if we strongly desire. Just surrender to Krishna, desire that, He will help you. Yes? You have something? Yes? Bhakti or? And what's the difference? See, education leads to bhakti. It should lead to bhakti. So even material education is important. See, like, what's more important than getting some master's degree or learning ABC? Which is more important? Yes. So you cannot get your master's degrees if you don't learn ABC, right? So everything has its own place. So you learn ABC. When you know ABC, then you start making words. Then you start making sentences. You start using them. Then you learn how to put the sentences different way. So you learn some creative writing. Right? So, and it's only because you learn ABC in the beginning, isn't it? So it's important. But then, now, how do you use? You learn how to nicely write. So then how do you use that? You can use it to write some nonsense. Or you can use it to write something spiritual. You understand? So the material education is important because you learn, you have to know something, right? But then you also have to learn with the education, develop proper character. You have to learn how to use the education. So if you don't learn that, then that education will be useless. But if you know how to use it, then it will be very useful. See, it's like a knife. You get the knife. With knife, you can cure people. No, like a doctor, surgeon, he used knife to cut, open, cure, right? But somebody else uses the knife to kill. It's the same knife, but it depends on the consciousness of the person who is holding it. So education is important, but it depends on your consciousness how we are going to use it. Yes? Hare Krishna.
So, Maharaj, for one last topic, there was one program there. So, Vardhan Prabhu, he conducted this, there were 20 days, 7 days of Bhagavatam overview and also visit different places in Rajmani. We are giving some certificates like education fees.
Okay.
There will be this.
Come and collect the blessings of Maharaj. Santi Gurus. And Upasana Kusandari Guru.
Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Gauri Krishna Devi.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. Hari Bol. Okay. You're next. Hare Krishna.
Radha. Ram.
Hari Bol.
Sriyan.
Hare Krishna.
Om Sukh. Sriyan. Om Sukh.
Hari Bol. Hari Bol.
Haridas.
Hari Bol.
Govinda.
Hari Bol. Hare Krishna.
Srinivas.
Hari Bol. Hare Krishna.
Jagannath. Srinivas. Jagannath.
Hari Bol.
Krishna, well, Krishna's
Hare Krishna. Hari Bol.
thank you, Hans.
Hare Krishna. जय ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय श्री प्रभात की हरि बोल.